We're in Tennessee for Low Carb for better health. We're driving in the woods. I should have recorded some stuff last night, but I didn't because I had a almost 6-hour drive. So here we are driving up to the event. We'll show you more of that in a little bit. All right, we're here. Jen, let's see if we can get the lodge in here. There we go, that's the lodge, that's where we're going.
Despite GPS's best efforts, we made it.
Yeah, GPS tried to get us all turned around, so my first conference. We'll see how this goes.
After the conference, you're gonna be like, that was so boring. I never want to do another one.
What do you mean? I'm already boring. All right, let's see what happens. So we're inside, waiting in line, waiting to get in.
Yep.
Hello. It's a nice place.
Worried about being late.
I will keep your coffee for you.
Thank you. Dave. It was Dave, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of the PhD summit last year.
I mean, like, it is a part of my decision. It's not a whole decision.
Sure, do not.
I've got to find somebody.
Amanda would love it.
Yes.
So you do.
Do you have to have the bottles with you doing that?
Yeah, so we're working on figuring out how to get them ready.
Hi, Autumn.
What's up?
How we doing?
Good. Cold, if you can believe it. But
I brought a hoodie just in case.
me too. I know, right? Me too. But yeah, things are going good.
Glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here.
Put the hashtag on there. If you have things to put on social media, please put the hashtag on there. So if you love something that is in your bag, in your swag bag, and you think that that is a great item, hey, put the hashtag. All right, this is me. I am Amanda Decker. I am the organizer of this event. I am from here. I am from Dickson County. This is where I was born and raised. I know, my family is over here to the right. I've been a nurse practitioner for 17 years. The first 12 years of my practice, it was just primary care. And all of my patients, I noticed by about year 7, when I was in practice, that nobody's getting better. I was her clinical preceptor, so blame all of her smartness on me. No, she has definitely found her niche in healthcare. Jennifer has a passion for diabetes and disorders of cortisol. So please welcome Ms. Williams.
Like she said, I'm Jennifer Williams, family nurse practitioner. My background really quick, she basically went over it. Family medicine, internal medicine. I did take a break from practice briefly and was a diabetes educator for a diabetes drug company, teaching patients how to use their medications appropriately and also teaching them about diabetes. And I quickly realized I belonged in practice. I don't want to be put in a box. I need to be able to talk to my patients and meet their individual needs, and I can't do that in that side of the industry.
Craig has helped hundreds of thousands of people regain their health and vitality with a strong focus on science of the human nutrition. If Craig or Maria has helped you on your journey, would you stand up and let him see you? So, without further ado, thank you, Craig.
So my name's Craig Emrick. You probably know me as Maria's husband. She and I have written a lot of books over the years. Some of the more recent ones have my name on them too, because I wrote a lot of the material with her. The older ones, cookbooks and whatnot, I was always helping, doing meal plans, doing calculations on macros and all this stuff. I just wasn't on didn't need to be on the cover, but we've written a lot of books together. I have an electrical engineering degree, and you're probably asking, why I'm up here talking about biochemistry. But there's something with engineers, and I don't know what it is, but we have this curiosity, and there's a lot of people in this field that are former engineers, like Dave Feldman, Dr. Ted Neiman, Marty Kendall. There's a bunch of these engineers that are suddenly fascinated by biochemistry, and I'm one of them. So the last 12 years or so, I've been studying biochemistry with my wife Maria, of course.
All right, our next speaker, Miss Autumn Weathers. She has been on a 3-year and 60-pound later journey. Keto has taught Autumn that it is possible to gain control, eat nutritiously, enjoy food, and live at a healthy body weight. If you follow Autumn on any social media, can you please stand up? You guys. She also does an amazing event called Keto Palooza, and that is how I came to meet her last year.
Thank you so much. Okay, so the title of my talk is Throw Your Thoughts Away. So a little bit about my backstory. I've been following the keto lifestyle in some form or another since 2017. And in the beginning, learning about the keto diet, what food it entails, the benefits, those are important things to learn, right? But 6 years in, I know what a carb and a fat and a protein is, right? I no longer need to know what to eat in order to find success, but one thing that was missing from my journey is that I needed to learn how to think in order to find long-term success. This is my 5th conference this year. I was at Keto Con, I was on the Low Carb cruise, I go to Keto Orlando, anything that has the word keto in it, book me a plane ticket, we are there, right? I love going to them, and I love them so much that I actually started my own. So I'm a keto conference host. So this year, October 6th through the 8th, we will be having the 4th annual Keto Palooza happening in my hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. Me hosting a conference came from my desire to see an event where I could meet people and I could, get together in real life with people that follow my lifestyle. Because if you're in your everyday life, in your everyday hometown, at your job, in your house, you might be the only person doing this, right? But when we can come to places like this and when we can meet each other and see each other face to face, that's really when it has the biggest impact. And so I wanted to host my own conference. You can go to ketopalooza.com to get more information. I'll be speaking a little bit more about that at the very end. I am also a t-shirt maker extraordinaire.
For 18 years, I was on the front lines of healthcare. Now, in the beginning, I was just one of those typical nursing students, thought I knew everything, and I was just racing for that RN. Now, what some of you may not know is I failed RN school my first go around, first semester. I got in early at 18. I was like, look at me. I'm going to graduate before everybody that I went to high school with. No, that did not happen. I did not take it seriously, and I failed. What I didn't know is that set me on a path to start at CNA, then LPN, then RN, and see all the things that I probably would have missed. They made me a better nurse, and they gave me the passion that put me on the path to speak about what I'm going to talk about today. I'm not a doctor, I don't have a bunch of books, but I have a passion for keeping you guys healthy, long term. Not just here, not just now, not just this month. I'm not offering you a hack, I'm not offering you a shortcut. I'm going to try to teach you why you should eat a proper human diet.
Eric Westman, Durham, North Carolina. Well, I can't let you give a compliment to me without giving you a compliment back. And for many years now, in fact, going back to the afterlife meetings and the low carb cruises, I've learned there's a huge academic and real world split, especially in this area. It's called town gown split and all that, and it's so important to get the real world experience and now get that back into academics. It's a real struggle, and that's one reason why I'm here, and I just want to thank you for being involved, both you and Ken, for being in the grassroots movement, and I've learned so much, As I've talked before, I can't really say things the same way Dr. Berry can. But I might be thinking those things. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am very excited about the next guest. When I met him, you could tell that he is just genuinely a nice person and cares deeply about people. And I think when you meet people like that, it's just a special thing. And I never thought he'd be at my low carb conference, which I never thought you guys would be at my low carb conference, so there's that. And I was talking to Dr. Berry, and it's like, I need more people, I need to make this bigger. And he goes, well, who do you want? No, he goes, how about your Westman? I'm like, yeah. So, Dr. Westman is an associate professor of medicine at Duke University. He is board certified in obesity medicine and internal medicine. He founded the Duke Keto Medicine Clinic in 2006 after conducting clinical research regarding low carbohydrate ketogenic diets. He is the co-founder of Adapt Your Life, an education company based on low carbohydrate concepts. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amanda. It's a pleasure to be here. And if you never ask, you never know what you'll get. Right? How many of you are following a low carb, keto, carnivore diet, and how many of you have followed? Oh, hands up. How many of you have followed it more than a year? How many have followed it more than 2 years? Now, people say it's not sustainable, right? How many of you have followed it 3 years? 4 years, you might want to calculate a little bit. 5 years, you're not supposed to have been able to do this. And, 7 years, 10 years, you have to drop up. Yeah, and that's kind of the uptick in interest has been in the last 5 to 10 years. 15 years, 20 years, all right, 25, I win.
Our last speaker, I don't think he really needs a lot of introduction, but he's been in medical practice for over 20 years. He has seen over 20,000 patients. He has helped millions of people on the internet. If he or his wife has helped you in your journey, please stand up. Consult this week in my weight loss practice, and she said, I went to my primary care and they told me that they didn't care how I lost weight, but I couldn't do keto and I couldn't intermittent fast. And I just kind of looked at her and she said, I asked him, where's the research? And they said, I don't know. You've been listening to Dr. Berry. He has also been such an inspiration to me in helping and plan this event. I could not do it without him and without Nisha, so thank you guys and thank you for your support. And since I get the first question is, are we having fun yet and are you coming back?
Hell yes. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Tennessee, y'all. Who lives in Dickson? Raise your hand. Ah, sweet. Okay, excellent. How many health care professionals do we have in the room? Raise your hand and leave your hand up. Retired or active, nurse, pharmacist, look around guys, physical therapist. Dr. Westman will tell you, the first few conferences that we did like this, there would have been maybe 1 or 2 hands. So the question was asked earlier, how are we going to change medicine? You can put them down. How are we going to change? How are we going to change that? That's the change. Because in the end, Dr. Westman and I, we really don't give a darn what the USDA food guidelines are if not one of you guys are following it. I could care less what they say.